Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this Saturday's final session of the 2025 Great Northeast Athletic Conference Swimming and Diving Championships, hosted by WPI. A reminder that the Great Northeast Athletic Conference promotes good sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and spectators. We request your cooperation by supporting the participants and officials in a positive manner. Profanity, racial, or sexist comments or other intimidating actions directed at officials, student athletes, coaches, or team representatives will not be tolerated. As well as public intoxication, the consumption or possession of alcoholic beverages and tobacco products are grounds for removal from the site of competition, and other disciplinary actions may ensue. At this time, we would like to begin our senior recognition ceremony here at the 2025 GNAC Swimming and Diving Championships. First and foremost, going from the top down, from Albertus Magnus College, starting us off, coming from Guatemala City with a major in biology, Maria Estrada. From Amston, Connecticut, majoring in business management administration, Sophie Olander. And from Milford, Connecticut, majoring in psychology, Chloe Oliver. From Elms College, hailing from West Springfield, Massachusetts, majoring in accelerated nursing, Oksana Newell. From Norwich University, coming from Hopewell Junction, New York, majoring in construction management, Arthur Abrams. Coming from Chester, Connecticut, majoring in architecture, Martin Adelaninsky. Unfortunately, not being able to join us tonight, being deployed from Medford, Massachusetts, majoring in war and peace. He's been officially accepted to the Army Mountain Warfare School, Alex Sierra Martinez. Hailing from downtown Pennsylvania, majoring in criminal justice, Will Thompson. Coming from Huntersville, North Carolina, majoring in biology, Caitlin Creel. From Goffstown, New Hampshire, majoring in neuroscience and psychology, Jenna Shida. From Regis, coming from Woburn, Massachusetts, with an education major, Riley App. From Castle Rock, Colorado, majoring in nursing, Olivia Luno. And finally, from Boston, Massachusetts, with a major in business management and financial planning, Liam Austin. For St. Joseph's College of Maine, coming from Sanford, Maine, with a major in elementary education, Tiffany Tomby. From South Portland, Maine, with a major in elementary education, Kylie Matthews. From Simmons University, hailing from Hampstead, New Hampshire, with a major in biology, Camelia Hanna. From Springfield, Massachusetts, with a major in kinesiology and exercise science, Haley Stock. And finally, from the University of St. Joseph, the hometown of Prospect, Connecticut, with the major in special education, Emily Bayer. From Rocky Hill, Connecticut, with the major in biology, Amy Mamesia. And finally, from Bristol, Connecticut, with the major in special education, Joseph Guerin. Congratulations to the class of 2025. Let's have one more big round of applause for these swimmers. And I please ask that our senior class remain on the bulkhead for just a moment. At this time, I would everyone ask to please rise and direct your attention to our scoreboard. Focus on our flag for the singing of our national anthem by a couple of representatives from Norwich University.
So proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Excellent job, ladies.
Good evening and welcome to the WPI Sports and Recreation Center for Day 2 finals of the 2025 GNAC Swim and Dive Championships alongside Rachel Ellison, Jonah Carter, and Avery Abreu on production. I am Jeremy Abreu from Abreu Media Productions, bringing you all the exciting action tonight. Nice little senior ceremony there, honoring the, I believe, 18 seniors participating in this conference championship across the GNAC conference.
To begin tonight's session, we will be starting with event 23, Women 200-yard Freestyle Relay Championship Final.
So we're going to start off Women's 200 Free Relay Championship Final. You see our lane assignments there. The top seed is Simmons in lane 6. So they'll send Barry Ruiz, Hannah, B. Eccles, and Haley Stuck out there in a quest to win the 200 free relay here for the GNAC. Should be another exciting evening.
And now, swimming in our championship final. In lane 1, Elms College. Lane 2, St. Joseph College of Maine. Lane 5, University of St. Joseph's. Lane 6, Simmons. Lane 7, Norwich University. Lane 8, Albertus Magnus College. And in lane 9, Regis. Madam Starter.
We are just about ready to go here. This one will be fast. Simmons comes in 145.59. We are underway. Day 2 finals of the GNAC Swim and Dive Conference Championships. That's McGillis. Joni McGillis out to the fast start from Elms in lane 3. So she went out really hard, really fast here.
In the pool very quickly.
They came in with a 156. So we'll see if she's able, if her teammates are able to hold on here. Long way to go. Here comes Sorensen for Elms in lane 3. Sorensen in the water just ahead of Simmons, who now sends Hannah into the water. And just like that, it looks like Hannah, Camellia Hannah, has taken over the lead. She's getting a good fight from Norwich in lane 7, but Hannah has now started to pull away. She'll hand it off to B. Eccles in lane 6. So let's watch that transition. It's clean. There goes Eccles in the water, trying to protect a 1/100th of a second lead over Norwich, who now sends Jenna Tashida in the water. Good turn down at the far end. Here comes Eccles. Will hand it off to Haley Stuck. Alana Kelleher will anchor for Norwich. Who is going to be the 200 free champion? Simmons is in the water, 0.2 of a second ahead of Norwich. Haley Stuck in lane 6. Alana Kelleher in lane 7. They are battling stroke for stroke. Crowd is absolutely going wild in here. It looks like Kelleher now takes over the lead. 12 yards to go. Kelleher in 7, Stuck in 6. Will Norwich take yet another relay? And they will. 142.69. The team of Lewis, Perot, Tashida, and Kelleher take our opening relay of the evening. Simmons takes second, St. Joseph's third. There's Norwich, 142.69. There's the birthday girl, too, Alana Kelleher. What a way to celebrate a birthday, anchoring a conference championship relay. So that's a good start off to the night. Yeah, we're fired up. We're fired up, Jonah. We are. Sorry, guys, I have to turn the music down when they start to play the music in here because we don't want any YouTube copyright infringements and violations and all that bad stuff. So one downside of broadcasting on YouTube, but they'll turn that off in a second. Then we'll get back to the introductions for the men. They're letting this go for a long time tonight. Okay. It'll be Regis in 5, Norwich in 6, University of St. Joseph in 7. The Norwich team celebrating below us here with a great opening event victory there in the 200 free relay. Alana Kelleher really turned it on in the final 50 and especially the final 25 to edge out Simmons. And here we go with our introductions. I think we're supposed to. I don't know what the holdup is. Here we go.
And now time for our championship final for our men 200-yard freestyle relay. Swimming in lane 5, Regis. Lane 6, Norwich University. And in lane 7, University of St. Joseph. Madam Starter.
So here's the men's free relay. Top time coming in belongs to Norwich. Let's see if any Regis or St. Joseph can pull off that upset. Norwich will send Bilo, Adlianitsky, Thompson, and Adlianitsky. Regis will send Zamudo, Dion, Kim, and Nagaraj. And University of St. Joseph will send Carrier, Garin, or Zolik and Capon. Drew Bilo out to the fast start for Norwich. Carrier right there for St. Joseph, keeping pace with him. Good transition there. It's Adlianitsky in the water for Norwich, and the Adlianitsky brothers have been tough to battle against. They are superb swimmers. Adlianitsky will hand it off to Thompson. Watch how far he gets out on his start. Woo, that was close. That was close. So the rule is the outgoing swimmer has to maintain contact with the block until the incoming swimmer touches the wall. That maintaining contact can be just a toe. That was a really close one. We'll have to see there, but Thompson's going to hand it off to Adlianitsky. This is all Norwich all the time. 127.55 is their entry time and what they're shooting for. So it will be Norwich 126.44. They shave over a second off their time, and it is Norwich women and Norwich men's to start off the evening in the relays. So Norwich getting it done. We'll show you our full results here. Norwich takes first, University of St. Joseph second, Regis third.
Please ask that you clear the competition pool.
So I believe what is happening now is they are going to introduce the finalist divers. So we'll bring you all those introductions, and then we're going to go to our finals for the 1 meter diving. So stay with us here for a second till they figure this out on deck.
And now to introduce our divers for tonight for event 55, women's 1 meter diving, and event 26, men's 1 meter diving. In current reverse seating, Ava LePage from Norwich University, Sophia Simons from University of St. Joseph, Kiara Jeter from the University of St. Joseph, Gianna Brady from Norwich University, and your current top seed from Norwich University, Riley Latala. For event 26 for your men 1 meter diving, Josh Dayon from Regis, Michael Zamato from Regis, and your top seed, currently from Regis as well, a teammate, Liam Austin. Good luck tonight to our divers.
Judges Awards. 5, 5, 5.5, 5.5, 5.5. Eva, 103B, 1.7. Judges Awards. 6, 4.5, 5, 4.5, 4.5. Sophia, 102B, 1.5. Judges Awards. 5.5, 5, 5.5, 5.5, 5. Michael, 103B, 1.7. Judges Awards. 6, 5.5, 5, 5, 5.5. Liam, 103C, 1.6. Judges Awards. 5.5, 5.5, 5, 5, 5. Kira, 102B, 1.5. Judges Awards. 6, 5, 6, 6.5, 6. Gianna, 104C, 2.2. Judges Awards. 6.5, 6, 7, 5, 6.5. Riley, 104C, 2.2. Do you know how to turn the speaker up? Judges Awards. 6, 6, 6.5, 5.5, 5.5. Round 2, Joshua, 101B, 1.3. Yeah, Mark said to turn it up. Judges Awards. 5.5, 5.5, 5.5, 5.5, 6. Ava, what 402C, 1.6. Judges Awards. 6, 5.5, 6, 5.5, 6. Sophia, 103B, 1.7. Judges Awards. 5, 4, 5, 4.5, 4.5. Michael, 202B, 1.6. Judges Awards. 4, 4, 5, 4.5, 5. Liam, 402C, 1.6. Awards. 5.5, 5.5, 5, 5.5, 5.5. Kira 202A, 1.7. Judges Awards. 5, 4.5, 4, 4.5, 4.5. Gianna 302C, 1.6. Judges Awards. 6, 7, 6, 5.5, 6. Riley 204C, 2.2.
You want to repeat it?
Yes, yes.
Riley 204C, 2.2. Judges Awards. 4.5, 5, 4.5, 4, 4. Round 3. Joshua 202B, 1.6. Judges Awards. 5, 5, 4.5, 5, 5.5. Eva 202A, 1.7. Judges Awards. 5.5, 5, 5.5, 5.5, 4.5. Sophia 202C, 1.5. Judges Awards. 5.5, 5, 5.5, 5.5, 5. Michael 5231D, 2.1.
I would usually just not watch diving in high school because it was so tough to watch. It was constantly just like.
Judges Awards.
Incomplete.
Incomplete dive, or incorrect dive.
Incorrect dive. Liam 403C, 2.2. Judges Awards. 6, 6.5, 6.5, 6, 6.5. Kira 302C, 1.6. Judges awards. 5.5, 5.5, 5.5, 5.5, 5. Gianna 202A 1.7. Judges awards. 6.5, 6.5, 6.5, 6, 7. Riley 403C 2.2. Judges awards. 6.5, 6, 6.5, 6, 5.5. Round 4. Joshua 402C 1.6. Judges awards. 4.5, 4.5, 5, 5, 5. Ava 5222D 1.9. Judges awards.
Incomplete or incomplete?
Wait for them to call it.
Okay.
Incorrect.
Incorrect dive. Sophia 302C 1.6.
So do I not?
No, just keep going.
Judges awards. 6, 6, 6, 6, 5.5. Michael 302C 1.6. Judges awards. 5.5, 6, 5.5, 5.5, 6. Liam 203C 2.0. Judges awards. 4.5, 4.5, 4.5, 4.5, 5. Kira 402C 1.6. Judges awards. 6, 6, 6, 6.5, 6. Gianna 5223D 2.3. Judges awards. 6, 6.5, 6.5, 5.5, 6.5. Riley 303C 2.1. Judges awards. 5, 5, 6, 5, 4.5. Round 5. Joshua 102B 1.5. Judges awards. 5, 5.5, 5, 5, 5.5. Eva 5223D 2.3. Judges awards. 5, 5, 5.5, 4.5, 5.5. Sophia 402C 1.6.
Has anybody from WPI swimming in this session?
No.
No, we don't do finals. Because if we're swimming, it's exhibition, so we just do reasons. Yeah, we're like half the meet, and we're not even
Judges awards. 5, 5, 5, 5.5, 5. Michael 402C 1.6. Judges awards. 6, 5.5, 6.5, 6, 6.5. Liam 5223D 2.3. Judges awards. 5, 4.5, 4.5, 4.5, 4.5. Kira 5122D 1.9. Judges awards. 5.5, 5, 5.5, 6, 5.5. Gianna 402C 1.6. Judges awards. 6, 6.5, 6.5, 6.5, 6.5. Riley 304C 2.3. Judges awards. 6.5, 6, 6.5, 5, 5.5. Round 6, Joshua 5121D 1.7.
usually everyone's like very judgy reports, but she's like, I don't even
Judges Awards. 5, 5, 5, 5.5, 5.5. Ava, 302C, 1.6. Judges Awards. 4, 4, 4, 4, 4. Sophia, 5211A, 1.8. Judges Awards. 4.5, 4, 4, 4.5, 4. Michael, 403C, 2.2. Judges Awards. Four, 3, 1, 3.5, 3.5. Liam, 302C, 1.6. Judges Awards. 5.5, 6.5, 5.5, 6.5, 6. Kira, 103C, 1.6. Judges Awards. 5, 5, 5.5, 5.5, 5. Gianna, 403C, 2.2. Judges Awards. 6, 6, 7, 5.5, 6. Riley, 5223D, 2.3. Judges Awards. 6, 5.5, 5.5, 4.5, 4.5. This concludes the 1 meter finals men and women dives. Please wish Jeremy, the videographer, a happy birthday.
That was so good. Oh man. That was a good one.
All right, folks, we are back. Adriana sneaking in a little sneaky birthday wish there. Diving has concluded. We'll get you that start list.
Our diving for the women's 1 in men's 1 meter diving.
So our next event is going to be the women's 100-yard butterfly. There will not be
At approximately 6:45 with event 27, women's 100-yard butterfly.
So there will be a quick 7-minute break here. So let me take that quick break with them, folks. I will be back a couple minutes before we get started to set you up for our next events, which are the women's and men's 100-yard butterflies. You're watching the 2025 GNAC Swim and Dive Championships from WPI.
Attention swimmers, if you are in our championship final for event 27, women's 100-yard butterfly, please make your way to the ready room. We will be beginning our session momentarily.
Before we get kick-started again, I would like to wish a very happy birthday to two individuals in the house tonight. One of those being Alana Kelleher from Norwich University. And the second being, if we all turn around and wave at him, Jeremy Abreu up there announcing. You can visit him on our broadcast. He does a state-of-the-art system called Up by SwimSwam and USA Swim themselves. Happy birthday to you both. To get kick-started again, we'll be beginning with event 27, Women 100-Yard Butterfly Championship Final.
All right, here we go, folks. Women's 100-Yard Butterfly Final. I mentioned earlier there will not be a repeat champion because last year's champion, D'Angela Fobbs, is now the head coach at Elms. Had an opportunity to talk with her this morning. She's fired up. She's loving the fact that she's got some championship A final swimmers. Tonight, you're going to see one of them right here, Alyssa Shattini in lane 4. So this is going to be a good final. Carly Quinlan comes in 58.72, the only swimmer to come in under a minute. So she's going to be tough to beat. She's won multiple events already. Very, very tough to beat swimmer.
And now for our championship final. Swimming in lane 3, Emily Morales. Lane 4, Alyssa Shanetti. Lane 5, Maria Pizarek. Lane 6, Kylie Quinlan. Lane 7, Kaylin Humphrey. Lane 8, Alana Nemchuk. Lane 9, Brianna Latorno. And in lane 10, Izzy Shrenekia. Madam Starter.
Here we go. Quinlan comes in at 58.72. She's going to be very tough to beat. Already won the 200 freestyle. And thank you to our PA announcer, Tim McDonald, for the happy birthday wishes. Very nice of him. And off we go, 100.
Notably this morning, our tops
100-yard women's butterfly, and Carly Quinlan has already taken the lead. So Quinlan in lane 6. She gets such a great start, good reaction time, and solid underwaters. If you watch those hips, she's driving her hips very high up in the water. That's allowing her a very forceful dolphin kick behind her. And she is already almost 3 seconds ahead of the field. Who's going to make the podium with her? Maria Pikarczyk currently in second. Alana Nemchuk currently in third. It's a pretty tight battle for second and third right now. It's going to be all Carly Quinlan here. She will run away with this. But second place, who's it going to be? Pikarczyk or Humphrey? Nemchuk making an outside push, but it will be Humphrey. Simmons goes 1 and 2. Pikarczyk takes third. Carly Quinlan, your conference champion in the 100 butterfly, 57.71. So what a race by Quinlan. She went out in a 26.53. Came back in a 31.18 for a best time there. Izzy Sarekia's best time, 1:52.88. Come on, Izzy. We're gonna cheer Izzy on and get her to that wall before 1:52. Come on, Izzy, finish up. Oh, so close, 1:52.86, and she does beat her best time by 2/100ths of a second. But there's Carly Quinlan, your 100 butterfly champion.
Our butterfly championship final.
So we talk a lot about, while you take a look at the men's 100 butterfly start list, we talk a lot about in the shorter races, the 50s, the 100s, the starts and the turns are absolutely crucial. You have to have a good reaction time. You have to be one of the first in the water, and you have to nail your turns. You have to get in and out of the walls quickly. That's what Quinlan did.
And now swimming in your men 100-yard butterfly championship final. In lane 4, Josh Nyan. Lane 5, Artie Abrams. Lane 6, Martin Elenitsky. Lane 7, Cody Werner. Lane 8, Noah Lowe. And in lane 9, Ethan Weshmer. Madam Starter.
So Martin Adlianitsky looking to repeat as conference champion here. The only swimmer to clock a sub 53. He's going to have a good battle with Cody Werner in lane 7. Good start, though, by Werner in 7. So Cody Werner actually had a better reaction time and start than Adlianitsky. Good underwater there by Adlianitsky. He is now surged into the lead ahead of Werner just about at the halfway mark. He's ahead by 12 100ths of a second. So Adlianitsky in 6, Werner in 7. Will Abrams make a push? He's in lane 5. But look at Adlianitsky and Werner stroke for stroke. They're into the final wall. It is Werner who gets in and out of that wall a little bit quicker. Werner surges ahead. So Cody Werner from Regis with 12 yards to go, starting to pick up some speed at the flags. Into the wall. Will he hold on? And yes, he does. Cody Werner is your conference champion. 52-51. He defeats the defending champion, Martin Adlianitsky. Artie Abrams takes third. Wow, what a race by Werner. Werner closed it out with a 28:03 in the final 50, 7/10 ahead of Adlianitsky to bring home the conference championship. That was great.
500-yard freestyle.
Whew, we've had some races tonight, folks.
My apologies. We'll be beginning our awards ceremony for our 200-yard freestyle relays. May I please ask that those teams placing in the top 3 for the 200-yard freestyle relays, please make your way to the announcer's table. We will be beginning our awards ceremony momentarily. And now for your awards ceremony for event 23, women 200-yard freestyle relay. Coming in third place with a time of 1:45.64, hailing from St. Joseph's College of Maine, Berkeley Hutchins, Tiffany Tombly, Brianna Letourneau, and Kylie Matthews. In second place with a 1:43.20 from Simmons University, Isabel Berry Reese, Camelia Hanna, B. Eccles, and Haley Stuck. And your 2025 GNAC Women's 200-yard freestyle relay champion from Norwich University with a time of 1:42.69, Brandy Lewis, Deanna Parrott, Jenna Shada, and Alana Kelleher. Congratulations, ladies. And now for our awards ceremony for event 24, men 200-yard freestyle relay. Coming in third place with a time of 1:44.70 from Regis, Michael Zamudo, Josh Dion, Ryan Kim, and Ariarim Najari. Coming in second place with a time of 1:36.08 from the University of St. Joseph, Alex Carrier, Joseph Gurin, Victor Orzalak, and Chris Capon. And your 2025 GNAC Men's 200-yard freestyle relay champion with a time of 1:26.44 from Norwich University, Drew Bilo, Martin Adelanitsky, Will Thompson, and Christian Adelanitsky. Congratulations, gentlemen. And now to resume our meet with event 29, women's 500-yard freestyle B final.
Women's 500 freestyle B final, Charlotte Poltrinieri in lane 6 comes into this B final, 6:05.54. So we'll keep an eye
Now swimming
on Poltrinieri as well as the rest of the field. Ruby Noth from Norwich, 6:06.66. Sasha Plotniak from Elms, 6:10.57. So in these 500 freestyles, anything is within the realm of possibility here, folks. It's a long race. Every one of these swimmers has a race plan that they want to execute on. Might want to go out easy and build, then really take it home strong in the end. You'll see a lot of swimmers do what they call floating their legs, which is basically just going easy on your legs and saving them for the end of the race. So as you can see here, Poltrinieri leading the way. She's kicking fairly strong. At the 100-yard mark, she's out in a 1:06.40. Ruby Noth in second right now. Plotniak in third. So the top 4 swimmers separated by under 2 seconds here. But Poltrinieri, the clear leader in lane number 6. We have over 106 viewers on the broadcast tonight. So thank you to each and every one of you for taking the time to join the broadcast and support these great men and women student athletes of the GNAC in the great sport of swimming and diving this weekend. Again, I don't think there has been any change to the plans here for the weather. There is going to be a meeting tomorrow morning, probably around 7 a.m. So just stay tuned to your children. They'll have all the information first. But right now, business as usual. We're scheduled to kick it off at 10 a.m. tomorrow morning for a full day of coverage. Stay safe out there. If you can avoid driving tonight and in the morning, stay off the roads. It's supposed to be a little hairy with, I think, the local Worcester area. I don't know. It depends on the forecast you look at. I mean, anywhere from like 5 to 10 inches, 6 to 12. Who knows? Poltrinieri approaching the halfway mark. She's got Ruby Noth right with her there. So both Poltrinieri and Noth have separated themselves from the rest of the field. Sasha Plotniak is not too far behind, but there is a clear delineation between the top 2 and then 3rd and 4th. Poltrinieri and Noth separated by a little over a second. I would assume both of these swimmers trying to get under that 6-minute mark. Poltrinieri a 36.44 on that last 50. Ruby Noth a 36.73. Poltrinieri holding off, though, that body length lead. Just about a body length. It's actually a little less, but the lead has grown to 1.38 seconds. So just under a second and a half.
Contention for first and second. Going on in the front of the pack. The race for third is still anyone's game. Over lane 5.
Charlotte Poltronieri from Enfield, Connecticut, first-year nursing student. Fun fact about Charlotte, she's a twin. So I'm sure her twin cheering her on. Ruby Noth is also a first-year mechanical engineering student from Olympia, Washington. She enjoys long-distance backpacking, and her career goal is to be in the ROTC Army, pursuing a career in aviation. Poltronieri holding on to that lead. Noth doing everything she can to stick right there. And as we approach the 400-yard mark, if I'm Ruby Noth, I am not panicking at all. I am just over a second behind. I'm breathing to both sides so I know exactly where Poltronieri is. So when I'm ready to make my move, I can make my move. 75 yards to go. Poltronieri still with the lead. Now, if I'm Poltronieri, I'm taking a peek over there every other breath or so. And if I see Noth start to pick up the pace a little bit, I'm really going to step my foot on the gas. 50 yards to go. Poltronieri in the lead. That margin, 1.1 seconds. So can Poltronieri hold on here, or will Ruby Noth mount the comeback? And Noth starting to pick up the pace here. You can see both swimmers there. White water behind them. The kicking has started to pick up with 25 yards to go. Poltronieri in lane 6. Ruby Noth in lane 7. Here comes Noth making a late push. Can Poltronieri hold on at the flags? And into the wall, it is Poltronieri. By 0.2 of a second, they both go well under a minute. 6 minutes. They break their best times. Plotniak finishes third. She drops 3 seconds. But it is Charlotte Poltronieri with the B final victory here at the GNACs.
Congratulations, ladies. At this time, we please ask that you clear the field. And now, for our women's 500-yard freestyle championship final.
So Poltronieri holds on there in the B final. What a great race there. Both of those young ladies executing their race plan to perfection there. And I don't know if this pool was, I don't know, maybe 5-10 yards longer. Maybe there would have been a different outcome, but it was Charlotte Poltronieri, your B final winner. And here we go with the A final.
And now for our championship final. Swimming in lane 3, Amy Macia. Lane 4, Laura Luthi. Lane 5, Isabel Berry-Reese. Lane 6, Brandy Lewis. Lane 7, Kylie Taylor. Lane 8, Anna Kelly. Lane 5, Anna Goslin. And in lane 10, Sherry Willems. Madam Starter.
Brandy Lewis looking to repeat as the conference champion. We saw what just happened a little while ago with Martin Adlianitsky upset by Cody Werner. And as we know, anything can happen in this great world of swimming. However, we do look at the data for a reasonable prediction as to what may happen. Just looking at the entry times here, Brandy Lewis is 14 seconds ahead of the next closest swimmer. So when you look at that, okay, that's one indication that this could be maybe not the closest of races. Don't want to discount any of the other swimmers. Every other swimmer is spectacular in and of themselves. But then we look at what we see with our eyes, and Brandy Lewis got off to a very fast start already. She's got almost a body length lead on Callie Taylor, who does come in with the second fastest time from Regis, 5:40.62. So it is going to be difficult, very difficult to catch Lewis here. I mean, Lewis won the 1,000 yesterday. She's trying to cap it off and win the 500 today. Of course, we still have the mile tomorrow. Brandy Lewis, the junior from Stratford, Vermont. She's 3 seconds ahead of Callie Taylor right now, 6 seconds ahead of Isabel Barry Ruiz. Those are your top three.
The placing for first and second is between currently with Brandy Lewis and Callie Taylor. The race for third, however, is too close to call.
Brandy Lewis leading the way. Callie Taylor in second in lane 7. And in third place, it's Isabel Barry Ruiz in lane 5. So those are your top three. They're separated by 7.5 seconds. So as you can see, Lewis has already built a very sizable lead, approaching the halfway mark here of this women's 500-yard freestyle. Callie Taylor from Regis, a freshman from Brattleboro, Vermont. Isabel Barry Ruiz from Simmons right now. She occupies third. She's a sophomore from Bethany, Connecticut. But it is all Brandy Lewis right now. Look at that lead that she has built up on Callie Taylor, approaching the 300-yard mark. 33.29 for Lewis there. Let's check that split on Taylor. Taylor goes to 34.25, so Lewis almost a full second gains there. Barry Ruiz a 35.87. And Lewis with just an absolutely dominating performance here. There's that wide shot to get you everyone in the screen there. When the swimmers get spread out like this, it can be tough to follow everyone, but that's Brandy Lewis going from left to right, about to make that turn at the wall for the 375-yard mark. She's built up a very good lead on Callie Taylor, who's swimming a good race in and of herself, as is Isabel Barry Ruiz in lane 5. 100 yards to go for Lewis. It's the only thing that separates her from repeating as the conference champion in this 500 freestyle. Only thing left will be the time. Will Lewis sneak in under a 5, I don't know, say 23? She's about to get the bell with 50 to go. She clocks in at a 4:51. So on track, I'm going to call a 5:23 here. I could be wrong. I could be way off. I'm not a math major, so my math is never good. But we'll see what we got here as Brandy Lewis comes down the stretch. She'll be a repeat conference champion in the women's 500-yard freestyle. She will do it in a time of 5:24.33 for Brandy Lewis. Your conference champion, Callie Taylor, will take second from Regis in a time of 5:34.58. She drops 6 seconds. Taylor drops 2. And it will be Isabel Barry Ruiz taking third from Simmons, 5:42.30. She drops 2 seconds as well. There's Brandy Lewis. She's not even out of breath. It's amazing. She is your conference champion. There are your full results. Kelly, Luthi, Gosselin, Willems, and Mamika round out the top 8. It is Brandy Lewis, your back-to-back conference champion in the women's 500-yard freestyle. We'll now turn our attention to the men's side, where there will be no repeat champion. Ben Stark was your champion last year. We have a couple of swimmers here, though, in the A final who were in the A final last year. Andrew Clark came in second. He's looking to jump up a spot into first. Joseph Guerin from St. Joseph came in sixth last year, but our top seed here is Alex Salima, freshman from Bishop Hendricken in Warwick, Rhode Island, looking to be the 500 freestyle champion here. And here is our public address announcer, Tim McDonald.
Championship final. In lane 3, Victor Orzalek. Lane 4, Nate Bresky. Lane 5, Andrew Clark. Lane 6, Alex Solima. Lane 7, Drew Bilo. Lane 8, Connor Hallstrom. And in lane 9, Joseph Guerin. Madam Starter.
So here we go, Alex Salima, 4:52.12. We'll see how that plays out here. He's in lane 6. Good start by Salima. Good start also by Andrew Clark and Drew Bilo as well. So all Norwich all the time in the middle of the pool here, lanes 5, 6, and 7, and those are your leaders right now. Clark in 5, Alex Salima in 6, Drew Bilo in 7. Obviously, being teammates, they are all training partners. They're all very familiar with each other and how they like to race this 500 free. I'm sure you'll see these three, the trio, stay as close together as they can. Here comes Connor Hallstrom from Norwich as well in lane 8. So you got lanes 5 through 8. Those are our leaders. Right now it looks like it's Salima. He went a 28.08, which was the fastest in the field for that last 50. So Salima about a half a body length ahead of both Clark and Bilo right now as we head into the 150-yard wall. 28.73 by Salima. And again, you know, he added 0.7 of a second, but he was still the fastest in the field. So he's increased that lead from 0.2 of a second up to 0.7 of a second. And you can start to see where it was about a half body lead. It's looking like almost a 3/4 length body lead right now by Salima as he increases that lead yet again. Once again, Salima gets a little slower, 29.12, but still the fastest in the field by 12/100ths of a second. So he gains that extra time and has now pushed that lead to almost a full second over Andrew Clark and Drew Bilo. It is Andrew Clark that is his closest competitor right now in lane 5. Clark makes a little bit of a surge there, and he cut 0.6 of a second off. So, little reversal. Andrew Clark goes to 29.2 there. Salima a 29.8. So this is back to a 0.4 of a second race. And as you can see, Clark has just about caught up to Salima. They are stroke for stroke, but it looks like it is Clark who has surged ahead ever so slightly at the 300-yard wall, and it is. Clark was noticeably faster in and out of that turn, and he is starting to build a little bit of a lead on Alex Salima and Drew Bilo, who is now starting to gain on Salima for that second place spot. Andrew Clark finished second in this race last year in the conference championship, looking to atone for that second place finish and move to the top of the podium here, and he's got almost a full body length lead on Alex Salima, who is losing ground quickly to Drew Bilo as well. Just about 400 yards complete, and it is Andrew Clark from Norwich University leading the way over his teammates Alex Salima and Drew Bilo. Norwich looking to go 1, 2, and 3 on the podium here. Clark has now built almost a couple body length lead, and it's going to be tough to catch Andrew Clark here. 50 yards to go. Good storyline of the second place finisher a year ago, looking to stand atop the podium this year. Good battle for second between Salima and Bilo in lanes 6 and 7. No one is going to catch Clark here. It will be Andrew Clark with about 12 yards to go, your 2025 500 freestyle champion. Who is going to take second? Salima surges ahead at the end, and it will be Salima right behind Clark. Barlow right behind him. Norwich goes 1, 2, and 3. Andrew Clark is your 2025 500 freestyle champion. Connor Hallstrom, also from Norwich, takes fourth just for good measure. So Norwich all over the top of the leaderboard here. The top 4 spots belong to Norwich. And it is Andrew Clark, 4:51.22. He drops over 5 seconds. Nate Brasky takes 5th. Joseph Guerin takes 6th. And finishing up here will be Victor Orzalek, who will take 7th. So our winner, Andrew Clark from Norwich, with the celebration there, the big splash of the water. Great to catch those moments on video. There are your final results. Hallstrom, Brasky, Guerin, Orzalek round out the top 7. And with that, we will move on to the women's 50-yard backstroke, the B final. We'll get you that start list. Oh, awards. That's right. We got awards coming up.
Congratulations, swimmers. At this time, we will be beginning our awards ceremony momentarily. We will be beginning our awards ceremony with event 55, women's 1-meter diving. Coming in 3rd place from the University of St. Joseph with the total score of 284.75, Kira Grieger. In 2nd place from Norwich University with a cumulative score of 374.05, Gianna Verde. And your 2025 women's 1-meter diving champion with a cumulative score of 386.10 from Norwich University, Riley Latala. Congratulations, ladies. And now for our awards ceremony for event 26, men 1 meter diving. In third place from Regis with a cumulative score of 247.25, Michael Zamudo. In second place from Regis with a cumulative score of 269.90, Josh Dion. And your 2025 men's 1 meter diving champion with a cumulative score of 307.85 from Regis, Liam Austin. Congratulations, gentlemen. And now for our awards ceremony for event 27, women's 100-yard butterfly. Coming in third place with an official time of 1:03.76 from Norwich University, Maria Pizarek. In second place with a time of 1:02.25 from Simmons University, Kaylin Humphrey. And your 2025 women's 100-yard butterfly champion with an official time of 57.71 from Simmons University, Kylie Quinlan. Congratulations, ladies. And now for our awards ceremony for event 28, men's 100-yard butterfly. In third place with a time of 54.28 from Norwich University, Artie Abrams. In second place with a time of 53.08 from Norwich University, Martin Adelinitsky. And your 2025 men's 100-yard butterfly champion with a time of 52.51 from Regis, Cody Werner. Congratulations, gentlemen. We will be resuming our session with event 31, women 50-yard backstroke, B final.
There is your start list for the women's 50-yard backstroke B final. Berkeley Hutchins comes in with a 32.20 this morning. No Samantha Miller, so she's a scratch. But it is Hutchins in lane 6, Violet in lane 7. They were both the only swimmers under 33. And it's showing why. They make an almost simultaneous turn at the 25-yard mark. Looks like Berkeley Hutchins starts to pull away ever so slightly, but Violet says not so fast. They are stroke for stroke at the flags into the wall. Hutchins may have the slight lead. Who touches first? And it is Hutchins, 31.94. A tenth of a second ahead of Violet. Autier takes third. So Berkeley Hutchins, your B final winner. There's Berkeley looking up here at the camera position. Congrats to Berkeley as we move on to our championship final, and we are once again faced with a situation where a swimmer is looking to repeat as the conference champion. Camelia Hanna was our conference champion last year. She is the top overall seed here, 29.53. She'll be going against some tough competition. Riley Apt came in 4th last year. Laura Luthi 6th. Deanna Perot 8th. But all eyes will be on Camelia Hanna from Simmons in lane 6, looking to repeat as the 50-yard backstroke champion. If you look at the times from this morning, Hannah went at 29:53. Kylie Farris not too far behind, a 30.23. Riley Apt a 30.42. But it was Hannah, the only one sneaking in under a 30. So this is going to be a very interesting race. Again, no margin of error here in those 50s. You need great reaction time, good underwater, and a solid turn to take home this 50 backstroke champion. I think there was a DQ in our last heat. The official made his way over to the scorer's table, and now he's going over to talk to a coach. I don't know which coach. Or maybe he already did. Patrick Hunter doing a great job here with the officiating, as are all of our officials.
In lane 3, Kaylin Creel. Lane 4, Charlotte Poterneri. Lane 5, Riley App. Lane 6, Camila Hanna. Lane 7, Kylie Ferris. Lane 8, Laura Luthi. Lane 9, Elise Sosi. And in lane 10, Deanna Parrott. Madam Starter.
So keep an eye on lanes 5, 6, and 7. Might as well throw in Laura Luthi in lane 8 as well. She was at a 30.92 this morning. Can Camelia Hanna from Simmons repeat? We'll find out in about 30 seconds. Here we go, folks. 50-yard backstroke final. Good start there by Kylie Farris from Norwich. But it was a solid underwater there by Camelia Hanna. She's going to get to the wall first at the 25-yard mark. She nails that turn. Let's watch that underwater. It is great. She breaks out at the 12-yard mark, and it goes. Camelia Hanna, will she repeat as conference champion at the flags? Into the wall, and it will be Hanna. 28.92. Camelia Hanna is your 50-yard backstroke champion for the second year in a row. Third year in a row, I'm told. I didn't have that info. So 3 years in a row, Camelia Hanna, your 50 backstroke champion. Whew, that was exciting. Now we're going right into the men's final. There is your start list. But we don't have your start list yet. This is the A final. Oh, no, what am I doing here? Yes, this is your A final of the men's. We haven't. Here we go. There's the start list for the men. And it was Adrian Riendo in a similar position to Camelia Hanna, your champion last year. He's looking to repeat. Hanna, not once, not twice, but a 3-time 50 backstroke
and now
champion.
for our championship final. Swimming in lane 4, Josh Kelly. Lane 5, Ariane Najri. Lane 6, Adrian Rindo. Lane 7, Chris Capon. And in lane 8, Zach Pfeiffer. Madam Starter.
Nagaraj came in second to Riando last year, so this is a rematch of last year's conference championship. Can Riando repeat just like Hanna? We will know shortly. Oh, powerful start by Riando. Look at the depth he gets
Earlier this
on that
morning, our top
underwater.
seed,
And folks, I hate to call this one before 25, but this thing is over. Adrian Riando from Norwich absolutely rocking it here. 26.63 this morning. Conference record is a 24.20. Oh, he just misses the conference record, 24.27, but he executes the back-to-back championship. Adrian Riendo, the 50 backstroke winner. Nice job by Riendo there, just missing the conference record by 7/100ths of a second for the second year in a row. It will be Aryaman Nagaraj taking second. We will go down for awards.
For our awards ceremony for event 29, women 500-yard freestyle, coming in third place with a time of 5:42.30 from Simmons University, Isabel Berry-Reese. In second place with a time of 5:34.58 from Regis, Callie Taylor. And your 2025 women 500-yard freestyle champion with a time of 5:24.33 from Norwich University, Brandy Lewis. Congratulations, ladies. And now for our award ceremony for event 30, men 500-yard freestyle. Coming in third place with a time of 4:52.92 from Norwich University, Drew Bilo. Coming in second place with a time of 4:52.77 from Norwich University, Alex Silema. And your 2025 men 500-yard freestyle champion with a time of 4:51.22, a trifecta from Norwich University, Andrew Clark. Congratulations.
From one 50-yard event to another, we will be moving now to the women's 50-yard freestyle. This is the B final. Peyton Tyler from University of St. Joseph, the only swimmer in this B final to go sub 30 this morning in prelims. She's in lane 6. Another one of those events where the start and the turn is absolutely crucial here. Emily Faint, Abby Parker, Peyton Tyler, lanes 5, 6, and 7. Who is going to get there first? It looks like Tyler here at the end, and it is Tyler. Tyler Parker Faint. So Peyton Tyler from St. Joseph takes the B final. And now we will move into the A final, where again we will be looking at a potential repeat. Carly Quinlan. Quinlan coming in off the heels of a victory in the 100 butterfly. She'll try and do it again here in the 50 free. She was the conference champion last year. Also in this heat, Jenna Tashida. She came in second last year. to Quinlan. Haley Stock third, Kylie Matthews fourth. So they're all going to be gunning for Quinlan, who was the only swimmer to go a sub 25 this morning in prelims. 24.92 for Quinlan.
And now for our championship final. Swimming in lane 3, Ruby Noth. Lane 4, Kylie Matthews. Lane 5, Haley Stuck. Lane 6, Kylie Quinlan. Lane 7, Alana Kelleher. Lane 9, Jana Shida. Lane 9, Callie Taylor. And in lane 10, Alexia Gretsch. Madam Starter.
So will anybody be able to unseat Quinlan here? It's going to be very tough. 24.92 this morning. And here we go, folks. Your 50 free A final for the women. Good reaction time and start there by Quinlan.
Earlier this morning, our top
Smooth breakout there. She's going to be the first one to the wall at the 25, just ahead of Alana Kelleher, the birthday girl from Norwich. But it will be a repeat champion once again. No one is going to catch Carly Quinlan as she takes the 50 free, 24.51. Drops her best time from this morning by a half a second. Carrier takes second. No, excuse me, we'll go off full results. Kelleher takes second. Stuck take third, but again, Carly Quinlan gets it done in the 50 free. I believe that's her third conference championship win so far. We'll have to tally those up. We'll make our move now to the men's 50 freestyle as we approach the back half of our program here. There will not be a repeat champion this year in the 50 free. Will Thompson not swimming in the 50 free. Top seed is Christian Adlianitsky from Norwich, 21.78. Now, if you look at the entry times here, folks, this is probably not going to be a very close race. Adlianitsky was over a second and a quarter faster than the next closest swimmer this morning.
Lane 4, Vinny Velasquez. Lane 5, Ariaram Nagaraj. Lane 6, Christian Adlianitsky. Lane 7, Alex Carrier. Lane 8, Nate Bresky. Lane 9, Evan Chase. And in lane 10, Zach Pfeiffer.
So again, not to discount any other swimmers here, but it's going to be tough to unseat Adlianitsky. Can anyone do it? We'll know in 20 seconds. Here is the men's 50 free final. And it is Adlianitsky already out in front by a half a body length. He starts to turn on the gas here. Conference record is 21.11. He's not going to get to that, but he goes to 21.4, and Christian Adlianitsky is the 50 free champion. Brasky takes second. Carrier takes third, and a good sewing by St. Joseph there. They go second and third, but Christian Adlianitsky, your conference champion in the 50 freestyle as we go to the full results.
At this time, we please ask that you clear the competition pool. We will be beginning our award ceremony for the
50-yard backstroke momentarily. If you have placed in our top 3, we please ask that you make your way to the announcer's table. To kick us off, we will be beginning with event 31, women 50-yard backstroke. Coming in third place with a 30.1 from Regis, Riley Apt. In second place with a 29.59 from Norwich University, Kylie Ferris. And your 2025 women's 50-yard backstroke champion with an official time of 28:92 from Simmons University, Camelia Hanna. Congratulations, ladies. And now for our medal ceremony for event 32, men's 50-yard backstroke. Coming in third place with a time of 27:21 from the University of St. Joseph, Chris Capon. In second place with a time of 27:09, Ariman Najaraj. And your 2025 men's 50-yard backstroke champion with a time of 24:27 from Norwich University, Adrian Rindau.
We'll now shift our attention to the women's 200-yard breaststroke. This will be the B final. We'll get you that start list momentarily. There we go. Rain Sorensen, 3:01.11 in prelims this morning.
To resume our final session with event 35, women's 200-yard breaststroke, B final.
Off they go. Rain Sorensen, again, 3:01.11 this morning. But if we take it lane by lane there, Norwich has Jess Merrill in the pool right now, a sophomore from Plattsburgh, New York, majoring in exercise science. Sophia Nyland is from Regis. Nyland is a freshman from Malden, Massachusetts, majoring in marketing and communications. Rain Sorensen from Elms. Sophomore from Big Piney, Wyoming. She was a dual sport athlete for 9 years. She is a sophomore. Izzy Castrillo from University of St. Joseph. Sophomore from Rocky Hill, Connecticut. Child study and psychology major. She has 6 sisters, so that's a pretty cool fun fact about Castrillo. Abby Parker is here from Regis, the sophomore from Peru, Massachusetts, majoring in psychology. And finally, to finish out the field from the Elms College, it is Oksana Newell, the 5'9" senior from West Springfield, Massachusetts. And right now, it's all Rain Sorensen at the halfway mark. 124.11 for Sorensen. She goes a 45.43 at that last check-in. Sophia Nyland in second, Castrillo in third. But right now, as you can see, it is all Rain Sorensen leading the way as she speeds toward the 150-yard mark. $50 yards to go. Sorensen and Castrillo. Nyland currently in third. But you can see that lead here by Sorensen, and she looks really strong. Trying to beat that 3:01. She'd love to get under that 3-minute mark. Doesn't look like she was going to have trouble doing that, but it's going to be close here, folks. Root her on, Rain Sorensen from Elms College. Will she get under 3? And she does. 2:59.28. Nice job by Sorensen. Castrillo takes second. Parker will take third.
Congratulations, ladies. At this time, please ask the nuclear competition pool. Up next, we have our championship final.
So our championship final forthcoming here for the women's 200-yard breaststroke. Berkeley Hutchins trying to repeat. There's been quite a few repeat champions here so far this weekend, and Berkeley Hutchins is one of them. So she'll vie for a back-to-back crown in the 200 breaststroke. B. Eccles came in second last year. Abby Houghton third. So they'll be right back in the mix this year. Eccles in lane 7, Hutchins in 5, and really got to keep an eye out for Sylvia Valeria Avila Estrada. She was your 100 breaststroke champion yesterday, unseating Berkeley Hutchins, who was the 2024 champion. With that, we'll go down to our public address announcer, Tim McDonald, for the introduction of the A finalist. I think we will. One of the officials over at the table. And here we go.
And now for our women's 200-yard breaststroke championship final. Swimming in lane 3, Mason Rogers. Lane 4, Abby Houghton. Lane 5, Berkeley Hutchins. Lane 6, Sylvia Valeria Avila Estrada. Lane 7, B. Eccles. Lane 8, Julia Long. Lane 9, Maria Estrada. And in lane 10, Charlotte Doherty. Madam Starter.
So as we talked about earlier, times do tell a majority of the story here in swimming. This morning in prelims, Valeria Avila Estrada went a 2:36.45. That was 7 seconds faster than the next closest swimmer, which was B. Eccles. Our defending champion, Berkeley Hutchins, was the third top qualifier here. So we're going to keep an eye on that, and we're going to keep an eye on what's happening in the water with Valeria Avila Estrada leading the way early. So after 50, 34.40, she's built up a 1.5-second lead over Eccles. The defending champ Hutchins is in third right now in a pack of swimmers, but right now it's all Valeria Avila Estrada leading the way. Valeria Avila Estrada looking for her third conference championship. She won the 4IM yesterday. She won the 100 breast, and now she's looking to win the 200 breast. And she has got a monstrous lead here for the halfway mark here in the women's 200-yard breaststroke. Valeria Avila Estrada, a first-year psychology major from Zapopan, Mexico. She has taken the GNAC conference by storm and is looking to be already here in day 2, a 3-time conference champion. 50 yards to go. And this race is OVER, folks. It will be Valeria Avila Estrada as she makes her final turn here. The big battle for second will be between B. Eccles, Julia Long, Abby Houghton, and Berkeley Hutchins. Who out of those four are going to make out the second and third spot on the podium next to Valeria Avila Estrada, who gets it done again for the third time in these championships? Valeria Avila Estrada finds herself atop the podium. Long takes second, Eccles takes third. Big smile by Valeria Avila Estrada. She's pretty fired up. What a smile. That's what it's all about, folks. Love to see it. Congratulations to that young lady. 3 conference titles so far as we move on to the men's final, where once again there will not be a defending champion in the race. The defending champion is Christian Adlianitsky, not swimming this event this year. Will Thompson, instead, the #1 seed from Norwich. Last year, Artie Abrams came in second. Ryan Kim came in fourth. So we're going to see if Thompson can hold on here. He went a 2:12.23 this morning, 2.5 seconds faster than Artie Abrams.
Swimming in lane 4, Evan Chase. Lane 5, Aiden Hebb. Lane 6, Will Thompson. Lane 7, Artie Abrams. And in lane 8, Ryan Kim. Madam Starter.
The start by Thompson is absolutely incredible. Watch the explosion he gets off the blocks here in lane 6 and the momentum it carries him in the water. Gets amazing depth on that entry, and Thompson already in the lead, so doesn't even get to the 20-yard mark before he is into the lead. So Will Thompson looking to take the crown here in the men's 200-yard breaststroke. "50 yards in, Thompson, Abrams, and Hebb, 1, 2, and 3. You would think Thompson and Abrams, teammates, training partners, they know each other's strengths and weaknesses. Abrams knows Thompson gets out in front early. He cannot let that impact his race plan and execution, but in the same sense, he can't let Thompson get too far out in front. And on the other side of Thompson is Aiden Heeb from the University of St. Joseph. He is in second place right now at the halfway mark. So top 3 swimmers separated by 0.8 of a second, but it is Will Thompson from Norwich University leading the way. Aiden Heeb and Artie Abrams in a battle for second. Thompson goes a 33.04 there. Hebb was the fastest in the field at a 32.9. So let's see if he can continue to pick up steam here. 50 yards to go. Thompson now has a 1.3 second lead over Abrams. 1 3/4 second lead over Hebb. And it's going to be very tough to catch Thompson here. We'll see. Abrams starting to make a move. 25 yards to go. Thompson in 6, Abrams in 7. Abrams making a push, but it will be Will Thompson, your 200-yard breaststroke champion, in a 2:11.76. Abrams takes second, Hebb takes third. Artie Abrams takes second, Heb takes third, so a great race here. But it is Will Thompson from Norwich, your 200 breaststroke champion.
At this time, please ask you to clear the competition board. We will be beginning our award ceremony for the 50-yard freestyle.
Momentarily. Starting with event 33 for our women's 50-yard freestyle. In third place with a 25.92 from Simmons University, Haley Stock. In second place with a 25.17 from Norwich University, the birthday girl, Alana Kelleher. And your 2025 women's 50-yard freestyle champion with a 24.51 from Simmons University, Kylie Quinlan. Congratulations, ladies. And now for our results for event 34, men's 50-yard freestyle. Coming in third place with a 23.37 from the University of St. Joseph, the 18-year-old Alex Carrier. In second place with a 23.31, also from the University of St. Joseph, and additionally an 18-year-old Nate Bresky. And our 2025 men's 50-yard freestyle champion with a 21.48 hailing from Norwich University, Christian Adelanitsky.
Oh,
Congratulations, gentlemen. We will now be resuming our session with event 37, women 100-yard IM, B final.
and then just do when it starts. One IM, one of my favorite events of these championships. It's a 25 of each stroke, folks. So they'll start with fly, move to back, go to breast, finish up with free. You really have to have a mastery of all four strokes to be in contention here. Elise Susi looking strong right now from St. Joseph's. Let's see if Susi can turn into a good breaststroke there. The backstroke to breaststroke turn is the most pivotal turn in an IM. Now we're starting to see Juliana Violet, Julia Long, Elise Susi. They're all battling. Can Susi remain in first? Here it comes, Julia Long. Julia Long in lane 6, starting to make the move here. She'll have to battle it out with Susi in 7. Long in 6, Susi in 7. Who is going to get to the wall first? And it will be Julia Long from Simmons taking it home in the B final. 110.51. Susi takes second, Violet takes third. So what a race there by Julia Long. She drops time. She is your B final winner as Castrillo finishes up in lane 9. And let's see if Gloria Sema can finish up. And yes, she drops time as well. But Julia Long is our winner in the B final. There are your full results. There are our B final results. Long, Susi, Violet, Morales, Aduher, Noel, Castrillo, and Sema. Now we will move on to our women's A final. where again will we have a repeat champion, Olivia Luna, our 2024 champion here. She went a 104.67 this morning, almost 3 seconds faster than the next closest swimmer, who is Tiffany Twombly from St. Joseph's.
And now time for our championship final. Swimming in lane 3, Kylie Ferris. Lane 4, Maria Pizarek. Lane 5, B. Eccles. Lane 6, Olivia Luno. Lane 7, Tiffany Twombly. Lane 8, Jenna Shida. Lane 9, Eva Herbster. And in lane 10, Maria Estrada. Madam Starter.
Again, Luna 104.67 this morning in prelims. Can she repeat? Good start there for Luna. And as expected, she's out fast with the butterfly. She'll make that turn into backstroke.
25 down, 75.
Luna remains in the lead. She's trying to fend off Tiffany Twombly from St. Joseph's. Again, this back to breast turn, the most pivotal. Luna executes a flawless crossover turn there. And that boosts her into the lead by almost a full body length, 25 yards to go. Luna will make the turn into freestyle, slightly ahead of Tiffany Twombly. And will we have yet another repeat champion tonight? Yes, we will. It will be Olivia Luna in the 100. I am at the wall, done with a 102.99. She repeats. Twombly takes second, Eccles third. So Olivia Luna, add her name to the list of repeat champions here this weekend. She gets it done. Twombly second, Eccles third as we head toward our final individual event of the evening. It is the men's 100 IM. Will Thompson, the defending champion, he is here, but he is not competing in this event this weekend, so there will be a new champion. Adrian Riendo, the only swimmer to go a sub 1 minute this morning in prelims. He went a 58.24 to be your top seed for tonight's finals. After this, we will finish it out with 2 relays, and then our night is complete. We'll be back tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Tomorrow we'll have diving in the middle again. It will be the 3-meter diving. Always very exciting to see.
Final. Swimming in lane 4, Vinny Velasquez. Lane 5, Will Thompson. Lane 6, Adrian Rendau. Lane 7, Braden Scott. Lane 8, Ryan Kim. And in lane 9, Daniel Conroy. Madam.
In an A final dominated by Norwich University swimmers, Ryan Kim stands out as the lone non-Norwich swimmer from Regis in lane 8. He went a 102.15 this morning. Here we go, folks. The 100 IM A final. And I don't know what I was saying about Thompson not competing in this. He most certainly is here in lane 5 looking to repeat. But right now it's all Adrian Riendo. Again, he went at 58.24 this morning. Look at the lead Riendo has built up already on that backstroke. And this is absolutely shocking, folks. Not that Adrian Riendo is leading. He was the favorite coming in, but look at the delta that he has over this talented field, and it will be Adrian Riendo besting Thompson to become the GNAC 100 IM champion. 54.86. Wow, he drops almost 4 seconds. Just off of the conference record of 54.30. Thompson takes second, Scott takes third, so it's all Norwich at the top, but it is Adrian Riendo, your men's 100 IM winner.
We will now be beginning our award ceremony momentarily. We will be starting first off with a 10-minute break. We will be resuming approximately at 8:14. During that time, we will be doing our awards for the 200-yard breaststroke and the 100-yard IM. If you have placed in any of those events, please make your way over to the announcer's table. Swimmers, once again, if you have placed in either of the 200-yard breaststroke or the 100-yard IM, please make your way to the announcer's table at this time. And now for our award ceremony for event 35, women 200-yard breaststroke. In third place with a 2:41.17 from Simmons University, B. Eccles. In second place with a 2:39.37 from Simmons University, Julia Long. And your 2025 women's 200-yard breaststroke champion with a time of 2:34.69 from Albertus Magnus College, Sylvia Valeria Avila Estrad. Congratulations, ladies. And now for our awards ceremony for event 36, men 200-yard breaststroke. In third place with a time of 2:19.72 from Regis, Ryan Kim. In second place with a time of 2:16.03 from the University of St. Joseph, Hayden Hebb. And your 2025 men's 200-yard breaststroke champion with a time of 2:11.76 from Norwich University, Will Thompson. Congratulations, gentlemen. And now for our awards ceremony for event 37, women 100-yard IM. In third place with a time of 1:07.30 from Simmons University, B. Eccles. In second place with a time of 1:05.94 from St. Joseph College of Maine, Tiffany Tombly. And your 2025 Women 100-yard IM champion with a time of 1:02.99 from Regis, Olivia Luno. Congratulations, ladies. And now for our award ceremony for event 38, men 100-yard IM. In third place with a time of 59:54 from Norwich University, Braden Scott. In second place with a time of 59:17 from Norwich University, Will Thompson. And your 2025 men's 100-yard IM champion with a time of 54:86 from Norwich University, Adrian Rindau. Congratulations, gentlemen. Just as a friendly reminder, our meet will be resuming at approximately 8:14. That is in about 4 minutes.
We have a winter storm warning for everywhere except the Cape, where it's a winter weather advisory. Now, it should be arriving between 8 and 11 o'clock. 8 o'clock in the western part of the state, 11 o'clock in Boston. Heaviest is going to be overnight, and that snow will come down at the rate of an inch or maybe more per hour from about 11 a.m. till 5 o'clock in the morning. But the snow tapers off pretty quickly, so that by Sunday afternoon, this thing is out of here. Well, right now, you can see the snow coming at us. There is some mix, and we're going to watch that. It ends down toward the Cape late into the storm. But basically, this is all coming at us, and it's going to hit us with a pretty good thump of snow, especially after midnight. Let me show you what happens. Between now and 9 o'clock, starts to fill in with a little bit of snow. 11 o'clock, now we've got these darker blue bands indicating that's the steadier snow coming through. And it's going to be with us like that all the way through the early morning hours. But look what happens. After about 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, it starts to fade just
The
a little
time
bit.
is now
By the time
officially
we get to 8 o'clock, it's
8:14,
now
and we will be resuming our session with event 41, women's 800-yard freestyle relay championship final.
So our final 2 races of the evening will be the 800 free relays. There is your start list on the women's side. We hope you've had as much of a good time as I've had tonight. This has been one of the more exciting finals with a lot of repeat champions, a couple upsets here and there, just some overall great swimming.
And now time for our championship final. Swimming in lane 4, the University of St. Joseph. Lane 5, Regis. Lane 6, Simmons University. Lane 7, Norwich University. And in lane 8, St. Joseph College of Maine. Madam Starter.
For the University of St. Joseph in lane 4, it will be Tyler, Poltrinieri, Bayer, and Grech. In lane 5 from Regis, Hubster, Apt, Taylor, and Luna. In lane 6 from Simmons, Quinlan, Kelly, Eccles, and Barry Ruiz. In lane 7 from Norwich, it will be Lewis, Creel, Goslin, and Tashida. And in lane 8 from St. Joseph's College, it will be Willems, Letourneau, Matthews, and Susie. Leading the way for Simmons right now is Carly Quinlan. She was the 200 freestyle champion 2 nights ago. Each of these swimmers will swim a 200. Simmons is the prohibitive favorite, coming in at 8:34.19. At the 100-yard mark, it is Simmons over Norwich by 3+ seconds. Quinlan with 50 to go. She is going to give her teammate Kelly a huge lead here, probably pushing 6 seconds on that lead, which in an 800, no lead is ever safe, but that is a pretty big lead from our leadoff swimmer from Simmons, Carly Quinlan. And she gives her an almost 8-second lead. So Kelly in the water for Simmons, Creel for Norwich. You can see how big that lead is right here. That is Kelly making the turn for Simmons. She passes Creel for Norwich right around the flags. Creel has actually cut into that lead a little bit, though. 0.8 of a second. She goes to 28.44 there. Kelly at 29.48. So that's how you dig in to a sizable lead. You're not going to get it all in 150. We'll keep an eye on those splits here. Kelly goes a 33.1. Creel goes a 31.89, so that lead has been whittled over almost 2.5 seconds in the first 100. So Creel from Norwich doing a great job executing her race plan, right? We've talked about it all weekend for these swimmers and how important it is to stay the course. And she is slowly cutting into that lead. It may not look like it on the video. Let's see if she cuts into it even more here. She actually lost a little bit there, 15/100ths. So Kelly stabilizing here. She'll hand it off to B. Eccles. She's going to hand her almost a 6-second lead. Let's watch that transition from Kelly to Eccles. It is clean. The lead is a little over 5.25 seconds. It's Eccles for Simmons, Gosselin for Norwich. The Eccles goes at 27.8 there. Let's see what Gosselin does, a 29.4, so that lead back up to almost 9 seconds now for Simmons. If I'm Norwich, I want to give Jenna Tashida at least get that lead down to maybe 4 seconds heading into that final anchor leg between Tashida and Barry Ruiz. Still going to be tough at 4 no matter what. The lead right now is 9 seconds. So Eccles goes a 32.3 versus Gosselin's 34.4. So a 9-second lead for Simmons in lane 6. Barry Ruiz will be tasked with holding on to a pretty big lead here in 50 yards. $34.81 for Eccles, $35.04 for Gosselin. Simmons lead balloons to 9.25 seconds as Eccles will make the transition over to the anchor, Isabel Barry Ruiz. Let's watch that transition. It is clean, and here we go, folks. 200 yards separates Simmons from a victory in the women's 800-yard freestyle relay. It is Isabel Barry Ruiz in the water.
Simmons with their last leg now with the pool. Putting up a 6:13.33.
If you remember, it was Carly Quinlan who started this off, gave Simmons an almost 8-second lead after her opening leg of this 800 free relay. Barry Ruiz is motoring here. Little less than 125 yards to go. She'll come home here at the 700-yard mark in a time of 7:13.31. $31.53 for Barry Ruiz, $32.94 Tashida from Norwich. Just over 50 yards to go for Simmons, and Barry Ruiz putting together a good anchor leg for the Simmons A-lay here in the women's 800 free relay. Barry Ruiz makes her final turn. And this one belongs to Simmons. From wire to wire, it will be the quartet of Quinlan, Kelly, Eccles, and Barry Ruiz getting it done in a time of 8:19.09. Norwich will take second. 8:34.24. Coming in third, it looks like it's going to be Regis in lane 5, and here they come. So Regis gets it done. All best times here. Fourth place will be the University of St. Joseph in lane, St. Joseph's in lane 8. And then finishing up here in lane 4, University of St. Joseph, it will be Grec. As we go to our winner shot of Simmons University in lane 6, getting it done. So here we are, folks, our final event of the evening in the men's 800-yard free relay. Regis in lane 5, Norwich in 6, University of St. Joseph in lane 7, and the team of Adlianitsky, Riendo, Bilo, and Clark going to be very tough to beat here in this 800 free relay. Go down to Tim McDonald for our final introductions of the evening.
And now for our championship final. Swimming in lane 5, Regis. Lane 6, Norwich University. And in lane 7, the University of St. Joseph. Madam Starter.
Our final race of the evening here. For Regis in lane 5, it will be Zamudo, Kim, Werner, and Nagaraj. For Norwich in lane 6, it will be Adlianitsky, Riendo, Bilo, and Clark. In lane 7 for the University of St. Joseph, it will be Brasky, Orzalek, Garin, and Heb. So once again, folks, for those of you monitoring the weather and maybe deciding whether you're going to make a trip to Worcester tomorrow morning, everything right now is business as usual. We will be going on as scheduled at 10 a.m. The coaches and the host will be having a conference call around 7 a.m. to assess the conditions and see if there are any modifications needed to the schedule. If there is, you all will be all of the swimmers and the teams will be notified of that probably right around 7 a.m. And if not, we're just all going to have to put on our snow boots, drive carefully. After all, this is New England. Not our first snowstorm here. As Norwich leading the way. I know this is going to be a heavier snow event the more north you go. So north of Worcester is looking at, you know, a good 8 to 10, 8 to 12 inches. Adlianitsky hands it off to Adrian Riendo. And once again, it's a good time to not only throw some kudos out to the GNAC, Commissioner Joe Walsh, Jannard Jones, Johnny Williamson, all of the GNAC staff that have put together, once again, for the second year in a row here at WPI, an amazing conference championship, but also the host school, WPI head coach Paul Bennett and his staff run every single meet that is hosted here at WPI. So all of the student workers and other personnel you see at the scorer's table, they are all either WPI coaches or swimmers. They do an absolutely fantastic job. So kudos to head coach Paul Bennett and his staff here at WPI. The facilities folks do an amazing job. Everyone in the building is amazing. Also, a big thank you to Rusty Egan and Alex Gutierrez in the Sports Information Department and their staff of student workers. We have two tonight, Rachel Ellison and Jonah Carter. They do a great job. Whatever is needed for me up here, whether it's camera, video production, you name it, they do a great job. Without them, we would have a really tough time bringing you the broadcast that we do. And then tonight as well, we have my 13-year-old daughter, Avery Abreu, who's handling the graphics and all the camera switching. As Bilo enters the water for Norwich, they have a very sizable lead. They have lapped the competition. So we are looking forward to another strong day tomorrow, our final day here. Bilo, 50 to go before he hands it over to Andrew Clark, who will put the finishing touches on this 800 free relay. Bilo will make his final turn, hand it over to Andrew Clark. Andrew Clark in the water here. 8:09.60 was their entry time. Less than 200 yards to go for Norwich. Clark will check in here at the 700-yard mark. Hebb getting in the water for St. Joseph. He is their anchor. Nagaraj set to enter the water as the anchor for Regis. And just an amazing performance here by Norwich. Little over 50 yards to go. Thank you for the kind words, DB. We love broadcasting and putting together a great production for this awesome GNAC conference. As a close-up of Andrew Clark. So we'll get you the times, and then we'll go right back out to the field to get the rest of the swimmers. 7:11:14. St. Joseph will finish up here. University of St. Joseph in lane 7. Aiden Hebb. They will take second. Nagaraj has 50 to go for Regis. 7:57:71 for the University of St. Joseph.
Congratulations, swimmers. At this time, the competition pool is now open for rundown.
All right.
We'll be beginning our award ceremony for the 800-yard
Freestyle relay momentarily. If you have placed in that event, we ask that you kindly make your way over to the announcer's table. And now for our awards ceremony for event 41, women 800-yard freestyle relay. In third place with a time of 9:11:70 from St. Joseph College of Maine, Sherry Williams, Brianna Letourneau, Kylie Matthews, and Elise Sosi. In second place with a time of 8:34:24 from Norwich University, Brandy Lewis, Kaylin Creel, Anna Goslin, and Jenna Shida. And your 2025 women 800-yard freestyle relay champions with an official time of 8:19:09 from Simmons University, Carly Quinlan, Anna Kelly, B. Eccles, and Isabel Berry-Reese. Congratulations, ladies. And now for our awards for event 42, men 800-yard freestyle relay. In third place with an official time of 8:26:32 from Regis, Michael Zamoto, Ryan Kim, Cody Warner, and Iraman Najaraj. In second place with an official time of 7:57:71 from the University of St. Joseph, Nate Brasky, Victor Ozalak, Joseph Gurin, and Aiden Hebb. And your 2025 men's 800-yard freestyle relay champion with an official time of 7:11:14 from Norwich University, Martin Adelanitsky, Adrian Rando, Drew Bilo, and Andrew Clark.
And that, folks, concludes our coverage of day 2 of the 2025 GNAC Swimming and Diving Conference Championships here from WPI. Once again, we'll be back tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. unless you hear otherwise regarding the snow. Stay safe out there. For the last time, alongside Jonah Carter, Rachel Ellison, and Avery Abreu, I am Jeremy Abreu from Abreu Media Productions. We appreciate you watching. Have a great night, and we'll see you tomorrow morning at 10 a.m.